Hey y'all, I'm so glad that you're joining me today. It's a big day. I am going to be shopping today for a little girl's room. I'm doing a few touches in her bathroom and then a rug for the little hallway in between. So I have my list. I do have to drop off some donations for another client. I've heard that one of the local thrift stores have like restocked everything, so I'm going to try to run in there. I've got to go to Walmart to get a few things on my list, and then I'm hoping to head on to Ross and Home Goods and some places like that and hopefully get everything together. So this will probably be more than one video. I'm going to try to do some fall videoing while I'm out today and kind of show you, if you haven't been out yet, what's out for fall in Walmart, maybe Ross and TJ Maxx, Home Goods, some of those places. So that'll probably be a separate video, and then I'm going to video some of the things that I find for the room, and then the video for the room will be coming up very soon. So I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that you'll subscribe and that you'll stick around so you can see what I do with all these things that I get today. So I'm going to get my Alani. Well, I don't have an Alani this morning, actually. I have a Celsius. So I'm going to crack this Celsius open, and I'm going to get rolling. Okay, so I am now looking on my list for the little girl's room. So we're going to look at the lamps in here. They have a lot more than they used to, but I still think I'm probably going to do better like at Ross or somewhere like that. Because, I mean, some of these, y'all, everything's just more expensive now. So we do need a curtain rod, and I think this is the one I looked at the last time I was in here. That one should be just fine. Not a bad price. That should go with whatever curtains that I do get. So we're going to get that. There is a rug in here that I saw when I was in here the other day that I'm going to get for the hallway. I'm going to look at probably Ross for a bigger one, but this one is so pretty, and we have this one in one of the rooms that we did in their house already. I'm not sure the size. I'm going to try to see, but I think this would be pretty in the hallway. It's got all the colors that we're using. I like these, but I just don't like these tabs. They're not my favorite. I'm gonna see if I can see. I would like these if they were sheared on top with the pleats. I don't like the little tabs there. I have them in purple. But these are too short, and they're not really exactly what I want. Don't think I'm going to find the curtains in here. I may end up having to order curtains, so I got to do that today if that's what I decide to do, because I'll be running out of time. That's a good color, but nothing exciting about them. Okay, I think we're just going to have to order curtains. The thing is, like, there's some stuff in here I kind of like, but I'm not sure. I think I can get here quickly if I don't find anything at Ross and TJ Maxx, Home Goods. This is closer to me, so I could always swing back by here. But I think I'm just going to get some of the basic things. I knew I wanted this rug. I need to get some bed pillows, but I'm going to wait till I've had a chance to look at some other options before I decide. Totally just for looks, I'm putting my ruffled pillowcases on them that I ordered off of Amazon. So I'm just going to get these cheaper ones, because this is not going to be her main sleep pillow. These are really so cute, like for a classroom. I love the colors. Well, a bedroom too. Not what I need today, but they are super cute. This one's adorable. I really want it scalloped, And they've had some online, but I think they probably sold out of them. This is so pretty, if that were the right color. But these are really cute, and they're, you know, 24, 22. Not bad at all. They're not huge, but still cute. And their pillows, these are super pretty. I love that linen with the ruffle. It's not a ruffle, I don't think. But I know I've used this one somewhere. And honestly, this might be a good tie-in in her room. You might have used this one in her room the last time, but I love the pink tying in the blue. I think I'm gonna get this one. Last one they have. These are beautiful. I love those. This is pretty. Okay, I think that's it for in here. So y'all, it is so busy today. I am doing this on a Thursday, and I just can't get over every place I've been. It has been so busy. I don't know, and it's like 11 o'clock right now. So I'm hoping that that video with the decor gets to happen, but I bought a few things in there for the bedroom. I think I'm gonna try to film a little bit in the stores, but I think what I'm gonna do for this video is just once I get home, I'm gonna share with you everything that I buy, and I'm also gonna tell you like how much it was. I have a $500 budget to buy what I kind of have on my list for the room. So I'm hoping I can stick close to that. I do have a few things at home that I've just picked up I'm gonna add. But anyway, I did run to a few thrift stores, and I did run in Aldi. They had some cute little, they had like football headbands and little touchdown sweaters, which they didn't have any of that in our Aldi, but I did get the headband. So anyway, I'm about to head to Montgomery. If you're in our area, I know people would probably be saying, why are you going to Montgomery? But anyway, I like the stores in Montgomery. I wish I didn't, but I do. So I'm about to head that way, and hopefully I'm going to have some good luck. So this was actually in the Ross in Montgomery. I didn't really find a lot in this store today. Usually they have lots of great pillows. It was so funny because all I kept thinking about is all summer long I've seen all these cute things, but I didn't need them. And now today, when I needed them, couldn't find anything. But I did get a few things that you see here that I'm going to add to the room, but not a whole lot today. So I hope that you were able to hear and see a few things while I was in the stores. It was crowded, y'all, and I'm still just not super comfortable like talking and filming. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. So hopefully you got a little bit of an idea. I'm going to just share with you everything that I have gotten and tell you where it came from and try to tell you about what it cost. I have my list, and my plan is tomorrow I have a day at home. Yay. And I'm just going to go through my list and see like where I am and what else I need. So as I was shopping, I was kind of thinking as I was coming home about things that I already have here, because I pick up things along, you know, and I can't do big stuff because I just don't want to have stuff stored everywhere. But I do have some small things, and so tomorrow, after I get my list done tonight, I'm gonna go through that list, and then I'll show you all the things that I have around here that I think I'm gonna be able to use too. So I was kind of excited when I started thinking about, I've got this, this, and this, and I don't need it. So anyway, I'm gonna share that with you. So this is going to be for her bedroom and her bathroom. They already have a lot of stuff, so I'm not having to buy everything. And then there is a little hallway that they're going to be redoing that I did get a rug for that also. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'm going to share with you the things, I gotta fly, the things that I have to kind of get started on the room. So these came from Ross. I just love this little picture I thought I could, y'all, that fly's gonna drive me crazy. It was $4.99, and I think it'll be really cute either on her dresser or on the little Chester doors that she has. I just, kind of timeless. Y'all, that fly is gonna drive me up the wall. I picked this up. I'm either gonna put this in her bathroom or somewhere in her bedroom behind the door. It was $5.99. She's gonna have gold accents. And then this was $8.99. I'm gonna use this. She's got like a long bench in the room. I'm gonna use this probably to put some either a blanket, books, journals, something like that in. I'm so excited about, let me see if that's all at Ross. I was gonna try to do kind of everything that I got in one place, if I can remember the same. This rug also came from Ross. It's really, really pretty and soft, and it goes well with the one in the hall. She has a king size bed in there. They just decided not to buy a new bed, just to keep the one they had. And my thought was I was gonna put like a rug coming out, but y'all, it would have to be so big, and I don't think it's necessary. So my thoughts are this is just gonna go at the foot of the bed, between the bed and her dresser. So I think that'll work out fine. That was at Ross. This was also at Ross. How cute is that little stand? This is gonna go in her bathroom, and it was $34.99. I think I thought it was $24.99. Didn't have my glasses on. But that's okay. I love the scallop, and I think I can make that really cute. I think that's all at Ross. If not, we'll circle back around. She wanted a little bulletin board to put pictures of her and her friends on. This one's really pretty. I got this one at Home Goods. The only thing I bought in there, Home Goods is very overwhelming to me sometimes because ours, they have a lot of great things, but it's also extremely packed in there. And between the people and the stuff, it's like, you know, your eyes have nowhere to rest. It kind of gets me worked up when I go in there. I think that was like, it was less than $20. And then I went in Burlington Coat Factory, which that is one of those places, like I have gotten some really great things in there, but you just don't ever know. Like there's a lot of stuff you got to kind of wade through. The rug in my dining room came from there, and it is beautiful. Love it. So today I had some luck, and I almost didn't go in there, but I was really glad I did. So I did not want to spend $50 on a lamp. She has a lamp for her nightstand, but I wanted to put one on one side of the dresser. And so this one is so pretty. It was $22.99, has the gold bow, and we're using these accents. And of course, I know bows are everywhere right now, which, you know, I'm all here for that because I'm girly and I love a ruffle and a bow and a scallop. But I think really this is just not going to go out of style. I mean, bows are just timeless to me. So $22.99, I think it's so pretty. It's kind of got a little linen colored shade there. And then she already has the shower curtain, which is light pink. It's white with light pink bows. So I didn't want to go like too much on the bows because, you know, too matchy is not a good thing. So I did find, and I've already dropped these off at the house. I'm going to ask them to put them up for me. I can hang stuff, but I get nervous when I'm doing it at other people's houses because, you know, it's not my walls, and what if I mess it up? And it's also that's a big time consumer for me. So I asked them if they wouldn't mind doing it, and they said no, of course, bring it. So the shelves, y'all, they are adorable. They're gold, and they have little gold bows, and I have a smaller one and then a larger one. So I'll get those, you know, kind of dressed up, but I left that there. And then the shower curtain's white with pink bows. So these are Laura Ashley. I just think they are so pretty. They still are very feminine. We're going to pull in the pink, but it's not going to be bow on bow on bow. So I love these. I got 2 towels and 2 hand towels. I just think they are so, so pretty. And their prices are really good. These were $7.99. They're similar to Ross in their prices. They just don't have as much, but $7.99. And I think there's 2, and then these were $8.99 each. So I thought that was super pretty. Let me see if I got, oh, and I also got her curtains in there. The wall is kind of a putty color, but I'm using blues and pinks and of course some greens. And so I decided the trim is white. So I think these are gonna be really pretty. Can you see the little pearls on them? And you just slide the rod through. So you won't really see the rod. And it was 2 for $30. You cannot beat that price. And I found some curtains in there before, but I was really excited about this. I think they're gonna be beautiful in the room. And again, this doesn't say, you know, baby girl, teenage girl, older girl. It's just it's very neutral. So I think it'll grow with her. And then let me show you this. I was really excited. We wanted to find one of these to go on her little bench. I am gonna put some pillows in a throw. I'm gonna suggest to them that they get a cushion made. I found where you can custom do that on Amazon, but it would take up too much of my budget and I didn't want to do that. So I'm just gonna kind of dress it a little bit and let them go from there. But look, y'all, this is the cutest. I was so excited. Her bedspread is kind of white with floral. And just all these colors together are so pretty to me. This was the only one they had, and it was on sale for $13.99. And of course, I snatched that sucker right off the shelf because it was too perfect. So I think that's it for Burlington. When I was in Walmart, I got, you might have seen this. This is the rug, and we had used a rug just like this downstairs, and they love it, we love it. I think this might have been a return because it didn't have the regular barcode on it, but it's a 5x7 and it was $90. A little bit more than what I would normally do, but I did save money by buying the runner and not a big rug for upstairs in her bedroom. So I felt like it was okay. I thought it was 70, but it was 20 more, but I think I kind of balanced the budget out with that. It's beautiful, and every room that they have it'll just blend in with this. The bedroom, the hallway, the bathroom, it all will be pretty together. So that was Walmart. I got the curtain rod at Walmart. It's just white. That was earlier on the video. I got 2 standard pillows. I'm gonna show you, it should be coming up. I got these pillow shams. The bedspread is white with blue, but she is gonna be using some pink. So I felt like I needed to kind of throw some pink in there. So I just got 2 standard pillows for these. I have these in green and white check on my bed, and they are so pretty to me. They definitely have that little, you know, cottage kind of style, very light and breezy, which is, you know, what I love. So I got those, and then also on Amazon, I'll put this up, I got these prints. We have used some of these type things before too in the other room, and I love them. This kit has several sizes, and I have been collecting vintage gold frames, and I think I've got some white frames. So I'm so happy I have those. I'm gonna use those frames for these prints. And I think I'm gonna do like a collage over her bed, and then I'll have a few more left that I can, you know, maybe do something else with in the room. So that's what I've ordered on Amazon so far. In Walmart also, this pillow, I think we actually used in the other room too, but you know, you want your rooms in your house to coordinate, but it's just the perfect pillow for tying in the blue and the pink. It's just got just enough pink that I think when I have those gingham, pink and white, and the other blue, this is just gonna pull it in. And this was a $12 pillow at Walmart, so you'll see how I tie that in. So I ran in TJ Maxx, really didn't find a lot there either, but I did get, hope you can still hear me, I got this and this little cute pink to go on her desk. She already has her little vanity / desk, and it's white with gold trim. So I felt like we might need, it's got the bows on the side, we might need to add a little pink. So those came from in there. This one was $4, and this has a mirror in the center. It was $17. And then I decided to stop by Dollar General because I could not find the rug and kind of a throw that I wanted. So I got this bath mat, and it should be really pretty. Isn't that so pretty? I knew it needed to be light pink. I'm hoping it's gonna fit. It's just kind of a runner that will go in front of the bathtub. And then this pink throw, because I know, see how pretty that looks with that? I know we've got to add in a little pink. So that, and that was $16.99. I do have another pink blanket I'm thinking I'm gonna use on the bench. Like I said, I was thinking of all these things I have around here that I think I could use. So I think that's it for today's haul for her. Let me share with you just a few things that I got that were not for the room. I went in Aldi. I was so excited about the cute little touchdown sweatshirt or in the little football one. They didn't have it. I went in 2 Aldis, did not have it, but I did get this headband. It's got the little footballs on it, and it was $5.99. So I thought that was cute. That's the only thing I got in there. While I was in TJ Maxx, and we're gonna see, this could be a total bust. I just thought this was so cute. It's got the little ruffle, and at the bottom and at the top. I got this for Caroline. I don't usually buy stuff for her anymore without her with me because, you know, I strike out. Kept the receipt, so if I strike out, I strike out. But I thought that would be really cute with a little shirt underneath it in the winter. And then I ran in the thrift store and I picked up, they had put a lot of new stuff out. I got another bag somewhere. I'll look for that. Picked this up. It came from Target, and I think it was $1, maybe $2. But I really like the sleeves. It'd be cute with some of my Matilda Jane pants. Another thrift store that I ran in. I was hoping I was going to find more in there than I did, but I did find this. I thought that was really pretty, and I can use this somewhere in her room also. Okay, I think something just fell off of it. $1.89. And then this frame was $1. And I think one of the prints I've ordered, this is kind of an unusual shape. I think it might fit in here. More than likely, I will paint this frame, the wood, but I like the shape of that for $1. And if it doesn't work, I even thought, I don't really do crafts a lot. Y'all may think I do, I really don't. People probably think I like crafts. I did crafts when I taught. You know, it was fun at school, but just for my own self, I don't really craft a lot. But I have seen all the cute little ghosts made out of newspaper, and I thought, well, that might be cute. I could do one here and put a small one. We shall see. The likelihood of me getting to that is very slim. Now, I bought this painting. I mainly bought it for the frame, and you'll see why when I show it to you. This frame, isn't that so pretty? And really, I think the painting is pretty too in the right space. And I've seen people, you know, doing the little ghost scenes and stuff in a regular painting. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, but listen, it was $3, $3. And I'm thinking I may have a print, and even one that she's having done for her room might fit in this. So I really got it mainly for the frame for $3, but we'll see. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use it yet, but that was one of those things I just didn't really wanna pass up. And the last thing, while I was in Aldi, I did pick up these. They were like, I think $3. I think they were like $3 something for each stem. This is gonna go on the mantle with my jack-o'-lanterns that I got from Walmart. But I've gotta get that fall stuff out because Woo, the fall stuff was overwhelming me today. So I need to see what I've got because I'm going to be very selective about what I use. But these were cheaper in Aldi than they actually were in Walmart. And I like the way these look better. So you might want to check those out. So that is it, y'all. I'm going to show you tomorrow. The next clip that you're going to see on this is what I find around the house for the room. So that will be that for this video. And then the next one, you'll get to actually see the room. So just keep watching. We're going to go do a little house shopping and see what I have around here that I can use. Hey y'all, so it is the next morning. I'm not going to tell you a story. I was so tired yesterday. Shopping. I went to, I bet, I didn't count, but at least 10 different stores. You know, in and out of the car, and it's hot, all the things. So anyway, today we're gonna finish up, and I'm gonna take you with me just around the house. I'm gonna pull out some other things that I was thinking about yesterday that I already have that I can use on this room. And then after that, I've got kind of all of it piled up together, and then I'm going to do that in just a few days. So let's just see what we can find around here that I already have and that I pretty much bought to use for a client. So it's time for that now. So let's go see what we can find. My friend gave me, these are like little porcelain bow coasters. They are so cute. But I'm gonna use at least one of these to go on her little desk, and yeah, so I think that would be perfect in her room. Just take one out. So this is one of my little cabinets where I keep like extra greenery and whatnot. I'm not really sure where this little cup came from. I may use that even. Let's see what else is in here. Thought I had, I know I want to use something with a little pink. Alright, I don't really see, I've got some more greenery outside, so we'll see what we can find out there. I think this is the stages of a butterfly. It is, because look, isn't that so pretty? I think this was at my mom's, and you know, did not look at it enough to really appreciate it. But that's what it is. How sweet is that? Let me just put that out for now. All right, in this one, okay. This is what I was thinking I would take. I bought this recently, and I think the look of that little box, that would go well in her room. So let's put that over here. I do have some bags and things that I carry things in. See, I got all my stuff piled up in the corner of the dining room, but it's not going to be here but just a few days. Let's try to see if there was anything else. I don't think in here. So this was definitely something I was thinking about. I used to have these on my bed. I love these pillows, but I just don't really use them anymore, and I don't really see myself using them. And I'm thinking, see this ruffle sham? That's the other one. I may have the other ruffled sham upstairs. Don't really know where I put it, but I am definitely going to contribute these pillows to her bench. And I hope I can find that other ruffle, but if not, we'll just put them in different places. But those will be absolutely perfect up there, and really will also help me because it'll get them out. There's Hampton. I wondered where you went. Where did you go, little buddy? Oh my goodness. Mama just left this baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So that gives us these two pillows, and I have some other pillows under the bed that do have them covered so they don't get dust on them. So I'm going to see if there's anything down there that will work. So I found these. These came with a bedspread, and I never used them. I think that these are probably like king size pillows, but these are brand new shams. So I'm thinking that what I could do is just get some king size pillows at Walmart. Even if I can just create for her like a nice back on the bench, and then they could always, you know, get like a custom pad, and then the pillows could still stay, or she could lay these pillows down and lay on them. But definitely think I'm going to use these. I'm going to head up here now because I do think that I possibly have some things I could use in the linen closet. So let's just see. I got a light out up here naturally. So I found this in the upstairs linen closet. It is another pillow sham in the light pink. I'm not real sure where this came from, but I know that we have not used it in forever. So I'm definitely thinking that could be something. Let me put it down so you can see it. I definitely feel like this could be one I could use on that other white pillow. And, you know, I don't want everything just to matchy-matchy, so that'd be better. Okay, I was going to look to see if there was anything in here. These are ready to take. I need to look at my calendar and do that next week. That pillow, I don't think is going to work. Now, my little vintage prints are coming today, and I have got all of these frames, but there's some right there too. So this little sign has been in my craft closet. Honestly, it serves no purpose in there, but I think I would have a pretty space in her room for this, so I'm going to take that. It's so much fun to shop your own house, you know, just to go around and look at things that you have when you've got somewhere new to put them. It's just fun. All right, so these are all of my little vintage frames that I've been collecting. I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. I'll get a back for that one. There, oh, it has a back. There it is. So I know I'm going to use some of these for the prints, and then I'm not sure where this one came from, but that one might be pretty to use. And then this one. So those are coming today, and I'll decide what I'm going to put where. So excuse the dishwasher, I had bought this at a thrift store for $1.49. Already had the pink candle. I had this little plate that I have not been using from a thrift store, not a flip store. And I'm going to take this little easel. So there's a few more little decor items. I think we're getting there. If you saw my video where I organized all of these little decor things, these are outside, right as you come out the garage door in this cabinet. And I have just some small little decor pieces that I use for different things in each one. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of glance through and see if I think there's anything that I can part with and use in her space. So I pulled these few little things out. I'm sorry about my voice. I don't know what's going on here. I may even do like a little a little plate wall. So I've got about 3 or 4 that I might use. So we'll see. But I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. I'm going to take these two. I got these on sale like for $3 each. I really got them for myself, but I don't know. I'm going to see. They may work on the bench if I need a little blue. And then I had this little shelf out there, so I thought I might find a little spot for it. So I am going to go ahead and take all the tags off of this stuff, the stuff that I know 100% that I'm going to be using, and go ahead and kind of get it in my bags, because that will save me so much time when I'm working. I won't have to stop and cut tags off and throw trash away. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done so that it'll be ready when I'm ready to install. So this is something that honestly I should have been doing all these years before I go. And some jobs I have, but I don't always, just because I run out of time and have to do it there. But I'm really hoping that this is going to save me a lot of time when I get there. I always say I have to have time to think. I have to just kind of look at the space and look at what I have, look at what they already have, and just try to figure out, you know, what I need to do. And I don't like to rush through jobs like this, especially when this is a special little treat for her. She's going to have a birthday this weekend, and, you know, her mom said, if you can, you know, do it before her birthday, great. You know, she wasn't like pressure me to do that, but I really tried to have some days available so that I could, because I I want it to be a special treat. And I want her to just love it. I want her to get home and just think, oh my gosh, this is my room. I love it. And I also want it to be a room that she can grow with. I'm just tell you now, it is not going to be trendy. It is going to be much more just a classic kind of cottage farmhouse vibe, that just something that will age with her, that, you know, any room that you would go in a home like this is kind of maybe what you would expect to find. You know, I've told you before already, I absolutely love, love, love this house. I cannot express that enough to you. It is so charming. It's got so much history and personality, and I want the room to be reflective of that. There will be a few little, you know, new trends in it, but I want it to just look like it's just always been like this in this room. You know, it's kind of timeless, and that it can grow with her, and she can maybe make some, you know, little changes throughout the next few years, but nothing major. So that was kind of my goal going into it. I, you know, probably would have loved to have had maybe another week or so to shop and just to be on the lookout for some things. But I think I made it work, and I think it's going to be great. But it's always nice to have a few extra weeks to shop. That way I can go to lots of different places and just kind of keep my eye out for things. So once I finish this room, and I'm sharing that video, I am going to be kind of just talking a little bit about this package, and if you are local and this is something that you would like for me to do for you, I think what a great Christmas gift this would be for someone that has everything, is to pay for them to have their room redone. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you are as excited as I am about how this room's going to turn out. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you get notified. So when I post that video next week, you will not miss it. I cannot wait. Thanks so much, y'all.